If you're not already subscribed to the channel, let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, notification bell. Let's get into the video. I just had to do a video about this. It came across my feed, and it's a video of a New Yorker. He's hitting the New York streets, and he's asking people. First, he asked the white people, do you think voter ID should be required? Do you think it's racist? And I guess there's a lot of liberals who live in New York who think voter ID is racist. They think black people can't get on the internet. I mean, all these TikTok videos, but they can't get on the internet to get the ID. They think black people do not live close enough to the DMV. All sorts of. Then he goes and asks black folks, what do you think about voter ID? And what they say is, gotta watch the video. Let's watch the video.
I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm here in Berkeley, California to find out if voter ID laws suppress the black vote.
Do
you have an opinion on voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad.
I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed.
I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population.
You can't make this up. People who've never been around a certain people advocating, propagandizing laws on behalf of those people who they have no clue about. You can't make this up.
Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. That's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy cameras?
I know, right? That's the only thing I brought with me.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's that. It's on 25th Street.
Do you know where the DMV is around you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Would you have a problem getting there if you had to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how that works.
This would be laughable if it wasn't true that people out here really think that way. I'm so glad I got off the plantation when I did, because I was on that Democrat plantation for a long time until I came here on the internet, YouTube and things just opened my eyes. Man, when you are presented information, the mind naturally wants to be smarter and take it in and learn. But imagine you went to school every day and they give you books full of just falsehoods and lies, and that's what you was taught. So you really thinking in your mind you're getting educated. It's a shame because most of these liberals, they don't know. I mean, and they don't care to know. They're the type of people who just, truth is what you feel, what you believe. That's the truth. You know, if the real truth feels dirty or unright, well, yeah, I don't know if I want to say that or do that or be unpopular. But it really gets to who's telling these people this BS, you know? If I were a black person, I would be so offended that these people claim to represent me, but think so little of me. Look, we got some clips from CNN. They ran, a poll. And CNN is kind of tricky because I do know certain polls, they manipulate the questions so that it comes out in their favor. And then sometimes they run what appears to be an honest poll. They're always about 4 to 6 points off on the elections. So just keep that in mind. But they got a poll here on what the U.S. population thinks about voter ID. And they're polling both Democrat and Republican.
Chuck Schumer. Take a listen to this.
Take a look here. Favorite photo ID to vote. 85% of white people favor it. 82% of Latino. 76% of black Americans favor it. So the bottom line is this. Voter ID is not controversial in this country. A photo ID to vote is not controversial in this country. It is not controversial by party, and it is not controversial by race. The vast majority of Americans agree with Nicki Minaj that, in fact, you should have a photo ID to be able to vote.
The vast majority of Americans agree with Nicki Minaj.
Even Nicki Minaj weighed in. She made a tweet. I'll read out this tweet for you. It says, "What sensible, forward-thinking, cutting-edge leading nation is having a debate on whether or not there should be voter ID? Like, they're actually fighting not to have people present ID while voting for your leaders. Do you get it? Do you get it now?" I mean, that sums it up in a nutshell. Bring in illegal aliens. Don't call them illegal. Call them undocumented. They just don't have an ID. And do not ask for ID at the voting booth. I mean, it doesn't get any more black and white. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section below.